What's up, world, man? I got Fleece in the building, man. What's up, brother?
Man, this. That's what's up. It's my main thing, honey buns.
What you doing with that?
What I do with this, same thing I do with baby oil. Booty. That's what I use right there.
Oh, so that's what you bait them up with.
Oh, man, God. They go for it every time, man. They come in, most people, they burn bridges. Get out of here and want to shoot up the neighborhood and all this shit, right? Go to prison. Everybody told them, don't go to prison. They going in, I'm hoarding, all that shit. So they get locked up, ain't nobody give them no money, ain't sending them shit. So they go to prison, now they gotta starve, do whatever you gotta do to get some money, right? And get you a hustle. So I said, I pulled one of them honey buns out right in front of them. Pull that motherfucker out and set it down. Pop it open. And you can hear some grunting in his throat and shit, right? I go, you gonna make that noise and shit, right? Then here you go. Can I get one of them? Do you want one of these? Yeah, man. Sure. Hell yeah. Get you two of them. Oh, thank you. You have time to do that later.
So you did 40 years in prison. That's more time than I've been living.
When I got locked up, I was 14 years old. See, simply robbery and all that. I was a little gangster, like. They sick of my ass. So they sent me to prison.
Wait, how you able to eat that with no teeth?
Man, I eat apples and all that shit with no teeth. I got strong. I used to bite motherfuckers and I. You ain't heard about that?
Yeah, you said they pulled your teeth out, right?
Yeah. I'm not legally allowed. Well, right now I am to get some more teeth. But they had a law out there giving me teeth was like equivalent to giving me a gun, right? Yeah.
That's crazy. Which prison was the roughest one you been to?
Eddyville.
Ooh. See, I know every day in prison is a struggle, but what was your most stressful day behind bars? What was the worst day you had?
They threw me in a motherfucking dungeon. It wasn't made out of nothing but mud, slam and shit. Motherfucker slung me in a bow. I started seeking. So I had to grab the banks, dig little, make little holes, go all the way around to where I kept hearing this water dripping. That's what keep all this shit lubricated. Grabbed them pipes, climbed up, wrapped my legs around her, and I lived down there for 2 weeks with no food, just water. And they got me out of it and closed it down. But this, I think one of the worstest days I had in prison, my worstest time, I fucked this dude. See, before I went to prison, I ain't never had a girlfriend. I never had sex, none of that shit. So really, I don't know about this shit, right? So I fucked this sissy, and he told me he was pregnant, right? I'm thinking I got this motherfucker pregnant, right? I'm right in the middle of a poker game. I'm getting ready to lose his hand. I'm glad he came up so I can devote to. So the dude said, hey, look, Fleece, I know I got you beat, man, but man, let me talk to you, get your head right, man. I said, head right on what? He's not, I said, man, don't talk about my wife, man. I was gone like that. And the warden, everybody, they was like, I was asking them for visitation rights, don't lock my child up, and all this shit, cause we locked up. That was a rough time for me.
But I'm saying though, Fleece, all the female guards in there that's going, You ain't think to try to holler at one of them, smash one of them before you smash the boy?
I sold them.
Oh, you sold him.
Yeah, I did.
How you did that?
The most important thing a girl have in prison, the ink pen where they can write you up, and that walkie-talkie. That walkie-talkie opens all the gates in the prison. You know, to lose that is like a security breach. So I stole it. So she asked me, have you seen my walkie-talkie? I said, yeah, I got it. She said, you ain't supposed to touch it. I'm on fire. I said, I don't fuck you, bitch. You know, that's what I told her. I said, you can lock me up. They can only keep me in a hole 90 days and then give me another 90 days afterwards. You know, I'm going to deny this shit. You going to get fired. You know, I gave it to somebody that tear it up. So she told me go stand in front of my cell and call me back and said, what have I ever did to you? I thought I'd treat you good. I said, no, this ain't about what you did for me. It's about what you ain't never did to me. And I told her. She said, well, I'm not going to suck your dick. He did it. I got rid of her. I was in the ass, man.
How many fights you got into?
Man, I got so many fights. And here's the thing. The people I fought, they wasn't people that anybody can whoop. Everybody I fought had reputation, good with their hands.
You ever lost a fight?
They ain't lose.
You ain't lose at all.
No. One time he said I lost me and this big dude in '88 out of Louisville. 88 is about 6'3", weigh about 320. Solid, big young and knockout artist. So I'm playing with 88 in the gym, and he said he had family problems, he don't feel like playing and all this. But I kept on fucking with him and shit. And I was getting ready to step out the bleachers and raise one leg up to, you know, make a step when he turned and hit me, right? Bam! I hit the ground and slid, man. But I sat there and I laughed for a minute, because really I ain't never been knocked down in my life. I was really laughing it off, right? I'm like, I said, okay, you're gonna hit me with a little bitch lick, right? So I get up, so the guard, everybody talking about the guard seen something, and is there a problem? Everybody said, no, ain't no problem, you know, they cool and all this shit. Then all his people, think police, we was telling you, man, he had something on his mind, man. I said, I'm gonna let it go, right? But the next day, when I came back in front of the gym, he was talking to some young dudes, and he told them, see what I did at the old ass nigga Fleece, didn't you? And I tipped him like that and mauled him. Ripped him, man, you know, so, you know, it's not a loss to me, man. But I had some fights, donut. I got Raymond Stevenson, he was probably the hardest that ever hit me, but he slapped me. That nigga slapped me so hard that the skin on my face was stuck to the palm of his goddamn hands, right? But like a motherfucker hit me with an arm, right? Man, I ain't know I might have been slapped right there. I was perplexed, man. Let me use that word, confused. Totally fucking confused. And all this happened over this one dude, Raymond Baker, man. He wants to play with me. And I don't feel like playing because I was expecting a visit. My visit didn't show. Now I'm ready to fight, all this shit, right? And Raymond gonna play, and I turned around and popped it. And we hit the bleachers, and he scissor-locked one of my legs. And then when I was trying to get loose, I'm getting ready to turn him apart. Raymond Stevenson ran off the basketball court and flung me around and went pop. See, they part of a gang. They was a street gang. They came out the street together. You know, they help each other, right? So they broke it up, and when I went down to the library, going down towards the library, he was coming from the library, and we met. I said, "What's up, bro?" You know, the nigga said, "No argument stealing, right?" He said, "Hey." And then he was walking past me, I went, pow, pow, pow. I whooped his ass then, right? That motherfucker slapped me like that, right?